The rush of emotion was just so much, and you got 2,000 to 3,000 people sitting in the stands screaming and yelling. It's just, to be honest with you, every Friday night at Calvin Short is a memory. There's a different bond you create with a group of guys in a football locker room. At the end of the day, I love competing, and I just knew football was my thing. And being around other guys who, to me, were heroes. When I got here, that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be what I always wanted when I was younger.
For us, football is just our life.
Obviously, my dad was a football coach as well. I just grew up around it, and it's all I ever knew.
Coming back my senior year, I made it a purpose and a plan, put my name on the map. We knew going into it that we'd have to fight for a win. It can all be taken away from you in the blink of an eye. I didn't think I could get hurt. And I just remember laying my head on my dad and just bawling. I never missed a game my entire high school career. Never one.
As coaches, there's a lot of nonverbal body language. And when I looked at Trevor and he looked at me, I was kind of like, okay. So,
I told him, I said, all of this for nothing. Every bit of it for nothing, right?
Our thought was like his dreams. This is his time.
And we got to the hospital, they did an MRI and an x-ray, and there was nothing there at first sight. And then that morning, we got the call from Drew that there was a hairline fracture down the tibial plateau of my right knee. I think that was the knockout punch for me. And as an athlete, when competitiveness is taken away from you, when a bond is taken away from you, it ruins that whole as a person you are.
in 23 years of coaching, I'd really lost only 2 players to a season-ending injury, and Jack was one of the 2.
You know, that is something, I mean, all summer it was like, we're going to do this, this, and this, you know, it's going to be a great senior year, and then maybe, you know, Knox gets up there, has his first pass, touchdown from his brother, how cool would that be? You know, and all those things, they're not going to happen.
And that's when they came out and for sure said, hey, listen, nothing's torn. We have everything intact. We're going to put some screws in that thing, and he will never break that bone again.
Look him in the eye, and he's just like, you know, tough kid. He's like, man, let's get this done so I can get better and get out there and play. And
we show up at station camp, and it's for the Mayor's Cup, and it's a big game between Gallatin and station camp. It's like a switch flipped with those kids. You know, in that week of station camp, I wasn't here a whole lot, and Jack came out here after he got his MRI on Monday, and like 4:30, and he was in a lot of pain. And we get in the truck, and I'm thinking I'm gonna drive him back to the house, and I'm gonna go out to practice, and he's like, no, take me to practice. I was like, you can't stand up. He goes, I'll sit in the back of the tailgate.
I told my dad the day after, I said, I'm going to be around the team. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you tell me. I'll be on crutches. I'll be on a golf cart, and I'm wearing a headset.
Hell of a scene. I never would have expected it. They're out there practicing. We pull up, and I back my truck up to the back of the end zone right here, and everything stops. And all the kids gravitate toward Jack. Monday, Tuesday, the coaches said the kids walked around like zombies. You know, it's just like they just, you know. And I said, listen, y'all can't sit here and pout for Jack. Y'all can't sit here and whine about it. You can't sit here and do this and wish he was here, because I'm gonna tell you what, if he was standing here and he was healthy, he'd say the same thing. As a coach, you always wonder, you know, do your kids care? You know, and obviously they did.
We're going to take this field here very shortly, all right? And we're gonna go battle for the Mayor's Cup.
Jack had to call me at halftime and tell me to relay to KB that the slants are there 24/7. He said, throw the slants.
Who's the American Cup champ?
But I wanted to play college football, period. It's been my dream for years. You don't give up on your dream. You don't give up on what you want to do in life. And you just gotta persevere through that talk that you get, that your mind puts upon you. You know, am I gonna do good? Am I worth it? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? Is it even worth trying to play college football? Chase your dream. Chase your dream and don't look back.
Jackson is an incredible young man. The next week afterward, he was there, he had a clipboard in his hand, he had a headset on, and he was helping with the younger players coach them. Standing above the crowd, above the players, above his pain, above his crutches, taking it in and figuring out, what do I need to do to make this work? He said he wanted to play college football. Teared up pretty hard after he left. Thought that was possible within a year. But with this kid, anything's possible.
And my dad told me, he said, listen, it's gonna be rough. You know, this road is not gonna be easy. He said, but you know, you got a dream and go chase that dream. Am I able to do this again? And at that moment in time, for a few days, I asked myself, you know, am I gonna be able to play football? Am I gonna be able to run? Am I gonna be the same? I thought about it. I really did think about, you know, is this for me? Coaches at Lindsey Wilson, I told Coach Bright, I said, I'm coming in to play. Go to summer station and get physical therapy. And again, those people there, amazing. You know, you come in for weekly checkups with Dr. Beauchamp and Greg and Drew and all those guys.
I felt like they rolled out the red carpet. But I'm gonna go a step further, and I'm gonna say they probably do that with everybody.
Mm-hmm. And it was almost like it was my own kid. Most of the people work here, the kids play sports, the doctor's kids play sports, so everybody's tied to this community. So what happens to one happens to us all.
At the end of it, man, we just fixed him. But Jackson, he did the work. I gotta tell you, I am going to do everything I can to make sure I'm on the sideline the first college football game. That boy steps back, 6'5", in the pocket, standing over everything, assessing it all, and just being who he is.
Beauchamp said you don't need to worry about anything. So I can sit on that and rest on that and know that I'm taken care of and that I can go play at my best ability. That's kind of just like you can just kind of breathe a little bit, because you know somebody who's professional is going to take care of you. There's a Latin saying that, you know, as you see, so you live. And I think that is, at the end of the day, what drives us as people. You know, as you know, I was in a rough spot and this was a terrible situation, but you know, can I look at the brighter things in my life? Can I look at, there's so many people coming over. There's so many people that love our family here in Gallatin, and there's so many friends I have that enjoy being around me as a person, not as an athlete. And you can look at those things under a microscope and be happy and not worry about, you know, this rod and 9 screws in my knee.